Everyone thinks the Logitech G Pro X2 Lightspeed is the automatic endgame gaming headset because graphene drivers and that Pro label. But here's the thing, premium parts do not automatically equal a better win rate or better daily experience. What actually matters is how it feels after 3 hours, how cleanly it images footsteps under stress, and whether the mic and software hold up when everything is live. I spent 3 weeks testing the Pro X2 across PC, PS5, Switch, and phone, and what I found will make some of you hit buy now and others hit pause. The surprise. It crushes some expectations while quietly missing on features people assume it has. Before we dive into what I discovered, quick heads up. If you're already leaning yes and want the best current price, I'll drop my link below. But stick around because a couple of test results might change which version or even which headset you end up buying. I started this test on a mission. I needed a single headset that could handle long PC sessions, Discord calls, quick PS5 nights on the couch, and the occasional phone call without swapping gear. My Cloud Alpha wireless gave me insane battery life but zero Bluetooth. My older Pro X wireless sounded good but felt heavy and hot after 2 hours. The Arctis Nova Pro wireless had features for days but at a price that hurt, and the ANC introduced a faint hiss I couldn't unhear. So when Logitech dropped the Pro X2 with 15 graphene drivers, up to 50 hours of battery, tri-connection options, and a lighter frame, I was hopeful but skeptical. Marketing loves buzzwords. I wanted to know if this thing would actually help me hear footsteps sooner, stay comfortable longer, and avoid the software quirks that kill headsets for creators. First, competitive audio and imaging. I ran Valorant, Apex, and CS2 with and without DTS headphone 2.0 on Windows, swapping between the included leatherette and velour pads. With the leatherette pads, low end tightened up and external noise stayed out. Velour breathed better but let in more room tone. Imaging was the headline. The graphene drivers gave me sharper positional cues than my older Pro X wireless, with cleaner separation in busy fights. Gunfire layers didn't smear together, and subtle cues like a zipline or reload were easier to lock onto. But then I toggled DTS on and it got tricky. DTS added width and some height cues for single-player immersion, but in ranked matches I preferred it off for accuracy. Here's where it gets interesting. Compared to the Blackshark V2 Pro 2023, the Pro X2 had less bass bloom and more neutral mids, which helped dialogue and footsteps pop without EQ. The Razer mic still sounds a bit richer out of the box, but the Pro X2 closed the gap with Blue Vo C. Second, latency and connections. On Lightspeed, clicks and shots felt instant. On Bluetooth, there's the usual delay, fine for videos or calls, not for competitive play. I tested dual device use by gaming on Lightspeed and taking a phone call over Bluetooth. Both worked simultaneously, though you manage volumes per device. No multiband interference or dropouts in my apartment. Range on Lightspeed stayed stable through a wall and down a hallway, roughly matching the claimed 30 meters in open space. Third, battery and comfort. Logitech claims up to 50 hours. I charged to 100, set volume around 65%, used a mix of Lightspeed and Bluetooth, and clocked just under 47 hours before it died. That is legit stamina. Weight-wise, it's noticeably lighter than the old Pro X wireless, and the rotating hinges matter more than you'd think. Clamp is moderate. I wore it with glasses and stuck to velour for long sessions to cut heat. The leatherette isolates better if your room is loud. No ANC here, it's passive isolation only, so set expectations accordingly. Fourth, mic and software. The 6mm cardioid boom is detachable. On Lightspeed with G-Hub, Blue Vo C filters cleaned up plosives and added body. My Discord crew rated it very good, just a hair behind a dedicated USB mic. On Bluetooth, compression is noticeable, totally fine for calls, not for streams. G-Hub was stable for me on Windows after one update, but I did see a couple of folks online report profile hiccups. DTS and Blue Vo C require Windows and G-Hub. Console users get the core sound, not the virtual surround or Vo C. Here's the twist I didn't expect. The biggest upgrade isn't just clarity. It's how the Pro X2 keeps that clarity under pressure without EQ surgery. After roughly 40 hours of play and note-taking, the most surprising discovery was how graphenized drivers reduce distortion at higher volumes, keeping transients crisp and fatigue low. Against my HyperX Cloud Alpha Wireless, the Pro X2 wins on imaging and tonal balance but loses on raw battery life. Against the Blackshark V2 Pro 2023, Logitech wins comfort over time and neutrality. Razer's mic tone edges it by default. Against Arctis Nova Pro Wireless, Logitech is cheaper and simpler, but SteelSeries brings ANC, hot swap batteries, and a base station for power users. So is the Pro X2 too good to be true? Not exactly. It's excellent where it counts for competitive PC play, but it does not have ANC, and its Bluetooth mic is just serviceable. Price to value depends on your stack. At $259.98 with a 4.2 average on Amazon, you're paying for low distortion drivers, rock-solid Lightspeed, and comfort that actually lasts. If you expected broadcast tier mic over Bluetooth or full software parity on console, you'll be disappointed. Now that you know the real win is imaging plus stamina rather than a magic all-in-one feature set, grab it while prices wobble with sales cycles. I'll keep the best live price linked below. If you're on the fence, stick that link for updated deals and bundle variations before stock shifts. Bottom line, the Logitech G Pro X2 Lightspeed is a killer pick for competitive PC gamers, creators who value comfort and neutral clarity, and anyone who needs Lightspeed plus occasional Bluetooth without juggling headsets. Skip it if you need ANC, if you stream exclusively over Bluetooth, or if your console, only on a tight budget, a cheaper wired set or the Blackshark V2 Pro might fit better. For everyone else, this is the rare headset where marketing hype lines up with performance. Lightspeed might be the headline, but clarity is the win condition.